Hopefully you had a wonderful year so far. And today I am going to talk about static. I was combing my hair and heard static. You know, the crackling noise, and then your hair separates. Yes, I heard. And it was right after I was shampooing my hair. And then it happened again when I blow dried my hair. And I was like, let me look this up, because, you know, when I was a kid, it happened. And I really didn't look it up. I knew what static was as far as, you know, the crackling noise. But to actually hear it, it's like, this is something that I should go a little bit deeper into and figure out why, you know, we get it. Well, I looked it up, and your hair receives a charge of electricity. It loosens, smooths as the charged particles interact with the air around your head. So that's one reason, that is what, you know, static is. It's just drying your head. What to use to remove static? Now that's a good question. And I looked it up. Wear cotton clothes. You see, it's cotton sweater. Thick conditioner, deep condition your hair regularly. Use a leave-in conditioner against any shampoo or any conditioner. If it's working for you, go ahead and use it. Use a humidifier in your home. It keeps the air from being dry. Now, I know it was a reason why you use humidifier, but now we really know why, because we need to protect our hair too. It keeps the dry air out. Place lotion through the hair, preferably baby lotion. That's what I'm going to use. Also, I have another lotion that I'm using too, but I don't use a little bit. And I'm going to do a demonstration of how much I use. Oh, this is the lotion. It's, I don't know if you can see it. It has alcohol, mineral oil, petroleum, and vitamin E, and some more things in it. But anyway, it's by Perfect Purity Skin Lotions, and it's in a bottle like this. And what I usually do is take a little bit. I'm going to show you how much. I'm not going to. This is about how much you put on your hair. And as you can see, it's very soft. It rubs in. And it's very hydrating to the hand and for the hair too. Now, I usually use this on my face. This is all I use on my face. I don't have any makeup on. I always use lotions, baby lotion, olive oil, and this lotion here I just showed you. Because I have dry skin, so I have to always have moisture on my skin. I don't really use any type of foundation, but I do use eyeshadow, mascara, and things like that, and lipstick. But foundation I don't use, and powders I don't use because it breaks me out. So anyway, what causes static charge in your hair? Basically, it's dry air. It's your hair is made up of, this is what I found out, I'm reading from what I got here. Your hair is made up of atoms, which is in turn are made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons. If the atom has the same amount of protons and electrons, this is neutral. When electrons move from one atom to another through the atom can become positive charge, causing static. So it causes static because it's positively charged, and so then it causes the static. It causes the dry hair. the cold season, like it's cold now. I believe it's like 44 degrees here along the south. Along the north, a lot of it's cold there too. In some areas, Minnesota for sure, it's really cold. When it's cold outside, your hair dries very quickly. It feels hard to manage. This is what causes the static in your hair, the cold weather. So be sure to deep condition your hair. If you don't do anything else, deep condition your hair. If you do it once a month, that's good. If you do it once a week, that's good. Right now, I am deep conditioning once a month. But I put lots of olive oil, castor oil. I find that castor oil is the heaviest oil, and in the wintertime especially, you want to have an oil that's going to stick with you, because the last thing you need is the oil to go rancid. And a lot of these oils, some of these oils are good oils, but they go rancid. And you can look at some of my videos. I talk about the oils, which ones go rancid, and what I mean by rancid is your hair is no longer moisturized. It's just the oil is gone. You don't want an oil like that, because when you wake up, you could have no hair. So I've had my experience with this, so I should know. So I think the best oil right now is castor oil by far, because it's thick enough for my hair to keep my hair oiled. Coconut oil, that's another good oil too, but I'm really into the heavy oils, especially in the cold season. You want to have a heavier oil, especially if you have hair like mine. The thick hair, the thick coarse hair, that's what I have. So condition, keep it oiled. Your hair, dry hair, if your hair is dry, especially if you have just washed and dried it using a blow dryer, remember I said that in the beginning, your hair may have static when you brush it. Now I know dry hair attacks positive electric charges, causing your strands to literally repel each other and fly away. So that means that when I'm doing the blow dryer, it's you know, getting that heat, and then around me is air, and then that together gets together and has electric charge, and it causes the hair to separate like this and fly away, and then you hear that little crackling noise. So now we know why we have static in the hair after that. Humidifier is very good. You want to have a humidifier because it takes out the dry hair, the dry air that's in the air. Dry hair means tons of shrinkage and frizz. Keep your hair deep conditioned. The cold wind chaps your lips, and I left my lips chapped on purpose so you can see what it's like for your hair when you don't put anything on it. But I'm gonna go and put some olive oil here on my lips. That's what I usually use, and it usually takes care of it. Or you can get some Blistex if you're into that, chapstick. But for your hair, you want to use things like olive oil. You want to use things like castor oil. You want to use jojoba oil. You want to use oils to get rid of the chap on your hair, which is when you're talking about hair, I was talking about lips. But just like you would for your lips, what you do for your lips, you want to do for your hair. Okay? Keep it moist. Keep it moist. Hot oil treatments, which I didn't think of hot oil treatments being something. Well, I guess that's a good thing to do too. Hot oil treatments to keep hair from drying. because it's so dry outside and dry inside. You want to keep your hair moisture. What to use to stop it? Apply a little bit of baby lotion. Oh, I think I already talked about that. Leave-in conditioner. Okay. I found a new leave-in conditioner, and I'll probably bring it on and talk about it once I use it for a little bit. It's called Winter Rescue by Pro V Pantene. I was reading about this in an article, and it's supposed to keep the static and the frizz out. So you might want to try that for deep conditioning and keeping the static off. Another thing is mayonnaise. You leave it on for 5 minutes if you have thin hair. If you have thick hair, you leave it on for an hour, and that is supposed to get rid of static for you. And also beer, a little bit of beer inside a little container, spray container. You can spray it on your hair after you shampoo, and that should help with static.